You've been making mistakes in your college essay without even realizing it. I'm gonna go over the top 5 mistakes in your essay right now and rank them by how likely they are to get you rejected from your safety school. In advertising, there's a saying, your copy can never be too long, only too boring. Your college essay is like an advertisement for yourself. Your topic can't be bad, it can only be too boring.
Really? What about why I have the biggest butt in my family?
Okay, obviously...
What about misadventures in higher education? Why college is a scam designed to keep us poor?
Oh my god. You know what?
Ooh, what about my story as a cancer-surviving immigrant from divorced parents, featuring why no one will ever be a better person than my grandmother, including myself?
I was wrong. There are bad essay topics. But unless you're actively looking for them, a bad essay will most likely be a boring essay. Consider what makes something cliche. You've heard it so many times, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Lots of common expressions were probably pretty witty when invented. Don't judge a book by its cover, or actions speak louder than words, or you mother. But now we've heard these things countless times, the metaphors become blasé. There's nothing inherently wrong about a personal statement highlighting a service trip, or a championship game, or an injury. But if it were me, I'd want to be really sure that my essay about a ballet performance was way more interesting than the 49 other essays about ballet performances that the admissions officer was going to read that day. And I'm not that clever. I googled what school has the highest acceptance rate, and this came up, so an Adams State University rejection is going to be the barometer for this list. And having a boring essay is going to get you rejected from Adams State. This is a cardinal essay sin. Don't do it. It won't slide under the radar. All right, moving on to number 2. The second coming. Double trouble. The big deuce. I'm going to give you a freebie with this one. First, don't test only one topic. I encourage you to write multiple first drafts before selecting one to focus on. And I don't mean multiple first drafts about how your 4th grade teacher really inspired you. Pick disparate topics that highlight different values. Like how your 5th grade teacher also inspired you. These don't need to be well written, edited, or even fully fleshed out. Word vomit on the page so you can foretell the quality of the topic if you choose to pursue it. It's possible your first idea is not your best idea, so hedge your bets. Here's the freebie. Have you heard the phrase, kill your darlings? In writing classes, this expression is used to indicate that some element of your work is detracting from the overall value and should be removed despite how much time and love you put into it. You might adore a plot line, or a character, or a descriptive passage. Maybe you put 20 hours into a section that would make James Joyce blush. That'll be funny if you're an English major. But if that section weakens your work, it needs to go. Don't grow too attached to anything you work on, or the sunk cost fallacy might sink your chances at getting into Adams State. Get it? Sink? Speaking of, mistake number 2 is maybe gonna get you rejected from Adams State University. It's possible to nail your first topic and maybe you have no darlings to kill. Mistake number 3 is a lack of agency. This is when you spend the entire essay talking about things happening to you. You're the guy in Pokemon who's blown away by technology. Or a passenger on a train. Or a, I don't know, Samwise Gamgee? I never watched Lord of the Rings, maybe I'm stretching the metaphor. Here's the point. If your college application is an advertisement for yourself, then your college essay must reflect how you think and act, your values, and your ambitions. You really want to come across as in charge of your life's direction. You had a difficult childhood? What did you do about it? Your parents forced you to enroll in debate class. How do you own what happened next? Your school didn't provide sufficient resources for your education. What actions did you take? If you never highlight your initiative, it's impossible to judge your character. It's a lot easier to bemoan difficulties or do as you're told than take action. You should talk about challenges, but don't forget to pivot to so what? Show the admissions officer that despite the hand you were dealt, good or bad, you yourself decided to make the most of it. This can definitely get you rejected from Adams State University. It's unlikely to be admitted based on pity, which is how your essay might read if you never take ownership of the direction of your life in it. You know how when you apply for a job, you upload your resume first, and then blind and also stupid HR recruiters require you to upload all the information that's already in your resume line by line again, manually? Well, if you don't know, you will, and it's the worst. This mistake is pretty simple. Don't relist everything in your application in your essay. They will read your application. Your essay's got to add something new, or what's the point? This is like 50-50 on getting rejected from Adams State. I guess it's possible to have a good essay that just rehashes your resume, but it's unlikely. A fundamental element of writing classes in college is the writing workshop. Writing classes always cap out small, around like 15 or so students, and in a workshop, you present your work to the professor and the 14 other students in the class. Then everybody goes around the table and dissects it. They discuss what they like and don't like and tell you how to change it. In theory, this affords a diverse range of perspectives, enabling you to uncover opportunities that you alone would not have perceived. In practice, this leads to what we called workshopped writing. Your engaging, unique, surprising, albeit flawed writing becomes safe and bland, saying nothing but disturbing no one. I encourage you to collect feedback from experts in your network, but be cautious of incorporating advice from everyone who wants to give it. Lots of people think they're better writers than they are, and even if you get 10 expert opinions, together it might suck the soul from your work. This mistake could get you rejected from Adams State University. I don't know, maybe you live in a writer's compound and get excellent advice all the time. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris from Mooshly.com. I have an English bachelor's with a creative writing concentration and an MBA. Now I work as a consultant, but I've been a professional writer, and I've helped a lot of my connections improve their writing and get admitted to rigorous academic institutions and programs like Ivy Leagues, medical schools, and MBA programs. I frequently get asked for writing advice, so I decided to put some of it out there to help you for free. I wrote a college essay introduction guide to help you get started, and I put it for free in the description. If you're interested, go get your free download, and I'll see you next time.